What's up, tribe? Happy Friday to everybody. What's up, Janae? Hey, Be Pretty Makeup. What's up, B-Lo? How you guys doing? What's up? As you can see, we are at 8:03. We are getting there slowly but surely, y'all. We had 8:03, road to 10,000. I said 10,000. Yeah, 10,000 subs. I'm tripping. That is our road to 10,000 subs. That's where we are. All right, you guys, happy Friday. You guys are coming in slowly but surely. I see you guys kind of chugging along on in here. Let me make sure I share this out. Y'all know sometimes the notifications don't go out. Y'all know a way for the notifications to get pumped up is for y'all to hit that like button. If you could please hit that like button on your way in the door, I would much appreciate it. And then we're going to get this party started. We are supposed to be going live tonight. El Teddy and myself are supposed to be going live tonight to discuss the series finale of Queen Sugar. He just called me literally like a few minutes ago. So I just texted him. I don't know if he was calling to say he got to reschedule. So, but we got that scheduled. And on Tuesday, Girl Is That Legal will be here. Simone will be here. We will be discussing some cases. You know, it ain't the Meg Thee Stallion trial, but the Tory Lanez trial starts on Monday. So we'll be discussing whatever updates are there with that. But there are a couple of other cases we're going to be discussing on Tuesday. So y'all make sure y'all come here. What's up, Cross Country Cruiser? Yes, my members are in the chat. That chat lit up with green. I think there may be a little delay, y'all, because I'm not seeing comments in the chat. So if you are typing in the chat, I am not ignoring you, but I'm only seeing like 3 comments. Now, maybe those are the only comments. I don't know. But welcome for the people who are here. Welcome any new members. Y'all come on down and say hi. We don't bite. But let's get into some things. First of all, I have a couple of updates that I want to share with you guys. What's up, Miss Kiki? Hey, love. Hey. So the first thing I want to share with you guys, we do have an update on the Takeoff case. What's up, Nikki B? How you doing? We do have an update on the Takeoff case. As you guys may or may not have heard, an arrest has been made. So I'm going to read you guys straight from what TMZ is reporting. Okay, now they're starting to pop in. Okay. Hey, C. Golden. What's up, Sarah? Real Talk. So I'm going to read you guys what TMZ is reporting. And the last update on this was at 2:56 Pacific Standard Time, which is 5:56 our time. So recently, it's been updated a few minutes ago. Okay, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 3 hours. So yeah, okay. The department's chief addressed the media Friday, announcing that they arrested 33-year-old Patrick Xavier Clark and charged him with the murder of Takeoff. As we reported, Takeoff was killed early morning November the 1st after he and Quavo were partying at a local bowling alley. At some point, the celebration turned into an argument, which led to a physical altercation and a shooting. Hold on. Shoot. I just lost it. Okay. Police are saying that they don't think that, Takeoff was a part of the argument, but unfortunately was, wrong place, wrong time. He was shot twice. So Here are the updates that they were posted at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard. This is what was posted. According to court documents obtained, prosecutors are asking for Clark's bail to be set at $1 million. If Clark is released on bail, prosecutors are asking the judge for an order that prohibits Clark from talking with a specific list of people. Those people include Takeoff's family, Jay Prince Jr. and his family, as well as Shakir Stevenson and anyone from Shakir's place of employment. According to the docs, prosecutors are also asking the judge to place Clark under house arrest if he does get bail. Now, I find this to be kind of interesting. Again, I'm no attorney. I don't know nothing about it, but I find it interesting. I mean, obviously, for obvious reasons, Takeoff's family, but, well, I guess because Shakir was there. I mean, Jay Prince was there. I don't even know who Shakir Stevenson is. Anyway, then the next update is prosecutors say in court docs that Patrick Xavier Clark applied for an expedited passport right after Takeoff's right after what happened at Takeoff. Oh, I'm sorry. By submitting an itinerary for a flight to Mexico. When he was arrested, prosecutors say he had received the passport and had a large sum of cash on him. So he was trying to get out the country. Okay, now this is alleged from the prosecutors. So he was ready to get out the country. That was probably a smart move on his part, because everybody was looking for him. Okay, everybody was looking for him. So that probably was a smart move for him to be trying to get out of the country. What's up, DMV? Hey, Shed. Hola, hola. I miss Takeoff as if I knew him. His vibe was so peaceful and he loved his family. His talent was crazy. He will not be forgotten. Yeah, it is definitely sad. Definitely sad. So that is where we stand right now with that case. A lot of people were feeling some kind of way because they were like, why is it taking so long for an arrest? There were so many people there. There were so many witnesses there. Thank you, Earl. Thank you, babe. I just went to the hairdresser today. But a lot of times what people don't understand, what I read was that a lot of people left and did not give the police information. And then y'all know this whole street culture we have of we don't want to snitch. Nobody wants to get involved and nobody wants to say anything. So it probably wasn't as many people talking to the police as people thought that were talking to the police. That people probably thought, oh, it's open and shut. We got video footage. There was so many people there. But it seems like a lot of people weren't necessarily cooperating with the police. I don't know. But they have not laid out, and they don't have to do it yet. They have not laid out their case to explain why this is their suspect, why they feel like he's the one that did it. But just know he was arrested. And at least as of right this second, I mean, TMZ might update it later. But as of right now, there's no word on whether he was granted bond and how much that's going to be or anything like that. What's up, Tracy? Got my candles and orders. I got 56 candles. Don't judge me. Judge your mother. I'll wait for the sale of a year. It's my Black Friday. How did you get 56 candles? I thought the max was 18. How many email addresses you got, Tracy? Tracy must have ordered 18 from 3 different addresses, child. I ain't mad at you, and I damn sure ain't judging you. Because, I mean, if this is the only time you order candles, I mean, they only do it, twice a year that the candles go on sale like that, twice a year. The rest of the year, they do like buy one, get one free, or buy 3, get. Look at that. Tracy, I ain't mad at you, though. Well, since you admitted to getting 56, I'll just admit that I got the max. I got 18. I got the max. I probably could have used my other email address. Clearly, I don't burn candles enough. Well, y'all know I burn a candle every day. So, yeah. It's not too late, right? I could probably use my other email address and go in there and order me some more candles today. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, Tracy. I ain't doing that. Leave me alone. No more candles. I'm good. I'm good. Anyway, so that's the update on a Takeoff. Cynthia Bailey gave us an update. Listen, well, she didn't really give us an update. Her divorce documents leaked. Now, Cynthia publicly said that her split from Mike Hill was amicable they just kind of, it just didn't work out. She said it wasn't anybody to blame. And she even specifically said there was no infidelity. Mike did not cheat on me. It just didn't work out. Well, somebody then got a hold of them divorce documents, and based on the documents that she filed in court, she said there was infidelity and that he engaged in adulterous relationships with other women. Their divorce was final today because they did not commingle anything. I'm sure they had a prenup and they didn't commingle anything. They didn't file taxes together. They didn't buy property together. They didn't start any businesses together. Hell, it don't even sound like they shared a bank account. So they were able to just walk away, and so their divorce was pretty easy breezy. I mean, they were only married for 2 years. So, and again, I'm not judging nobody because I've never been married, but it just seems like they were 1 foot in and 1 foot out the marriage from the beginning. Because again, I've never been married, and I certainly ain't never been married to nobody rich. But I don't know. It just seems like y'all didn't do y'all didn't blend anything. But then again, she did go through that whole situation with Peter. Hell, Peter still owe her ass money. So maybe she was like, I ain't going down that road again. Yeah, they were only married for a hot minute. Hold on. I'm snitching, dropping a dime, ratting, squealing, singing, or whatever the way you say it. We got to change our culture. I agree, Nikki B. People complain that the police don't get it takes the police so long. The police this and the police that. Well, if nobody's helping the police and nobody's giving the police any information, the police are not Superman. They can do investigations based on information that they're given. But if they're not given any information and nobody will talk, there are times when the police literally have videotape and people be like, I don't know what you're talking about. They'd be like, that's you in the video. That wasn't me. I didn't see nothing. So if you don't help the police, if you don't give the police any information, how do you expect anything to get done? But anyway, I could go down that rabbit hole. But anyway, the gag is we all knew Mike was cheating before they even got married. Oh, Cynthia, shaking my head. I think a lot of us felt like it probably wasn't going to end well for Cynthia. And that's sad. And I feel bad that that's what it is. But really, B, would you divorce your husband for cheating? Probably. I can't say definitively yes or definitively no, but probably, yeah. For me, there is and I know for some people there isn't, and that's fine. Like I know Abby, that's a deal breaker. Like that's a no. Like there's no bend in that. But for me, there is a difference between a one night stand and a full on affair. A full on affair, I can't. I don't think I could ever forgive that. Nope. I don't think I could ever forgive that. Because the full on affair involves more than just you cheating on me. That involves you lying to me. That involves you spending money and taking money out of our household. If you are having an affair with somebody, that involves feelings. Like that's a full on affair is a whole different level than I went out with the boys. We went to the strip club. I fell into, oops, it happened. I'm still not saying I could forgive that, but I could probably forgive that faster than an affair. I don't see me being able to get past an affair. So yeah, I would probably divorce my husband. Yeah. Cynthia is fine. She is sweet, capable, and has proven she will cut a ninja off top speed, child. They was just married on paper. Hey, really? What's up, Cherise? Hey, Xavier. Cynthia just wanted a wedding, 10, 10, 20. She didn't give a dang about. I think she loved Mike, and I think she wanted to be married to Mike. But I do think that when she saw red flags and when things gave her pause, she didn't want to come up off that date. Now, I agree with you, LJ. But I don't think that the intent from the beginning, I think she really loved Mike and she really wanted to marry Mike. But I think she did start seeing red flags and did start feeling like maybe this wasn't the answer, but she didn't want to come up off that date and she didn't want to prove people right. The Nenes of the world and other people who were the naysayers, At Mike's big age and this not being good, first marriage, Cynthia did the right thing by canceling him. Whatever, Xavier. I'm not doing this with y'all. Tracy and Xavier, I'm not doing this with y'all. Mike gave her his Yelp review. He said he's never been faithful. And when she sat in that kitchen with his friends, all women, Cynthia should have moonwalked her ass out at that. Well, I added that part. Should have moonwalked out at that second. I know if I'm dating a man and he says to me he's never been faithful to anybody, then I would have to ask myself, then what makes me so special? Like, we all like to think we're the one. Oh, we're the one that can change his mind. We're the one that can make him do right. We're the one that can make him act right. But at the end of the day, that would be my question. Why me then? You've never been faithful to anybody, but all of a sudden now I'm the answer. I'm the one. No. Mm-mm. Nah. Nah. But unfortunately, that's what it is, child. That is what it is. Mm-mm-mm. Um, Hold on a second, y'all. Pause for a second. Let me pause for a second. Hold on, I'll be right back. Give me a quick second. Um, mm. All right. I was trying to find something. Sorry, y'all. I was trying to find something real quick, but I can't. I don't think I could find it. All right. Sorry about that. I can't find it. I was looking for something. I can't find it. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm back. Wait, what I do defend Kingpin Bay. He is not a cheater. Listen, there is no Kingpin Bay. Y'all better stop. People be believing y'all. Cheating is such a character flaw. We the first to say we've grown, but stay sneaking around like bad kids. Ninja, I'm sick of you, child. Listen, this is my only thing about the cheating piece of it. If you're not ready to be in a relationship, just don't be in a relationship. Like, it's okay to have multiple boyfriends or multiple girlfriends if you're not committed to any one of them. And if you don't think that you can be committed to one person, that's okay. And I think we have to get away from that mindset that that's not okay. It is okay to realize that maybe this ain't your life, that this ain't for you. It's okay. And I just think that we society has told us that you know we're supposed to be in these monogamous relationships. Monogamy is good for some people, but monogamy isn't good for everybody. And if you don't feel like you can be monogamous, that's fine. But you got to be honest with the people you're in a relationship with or that you're dating. But anyway, I just think if more people would be honest about that, I think things would be better if more people would be honest about that intent. But child, who am I? Child, who am I? All right, y'all. Well, oh, wait a minute. Oh, she wanted to do that today? I didn't want to do that today. All right. All right. So last night, my producer sent me some information last night on down to the uh down to the Blueface, my producer. Blueface, y'all know that last week, I mean, was it last week or the week before last? Blueface was arrested, right? We know that the rapper Blueface was arrested down in Vegas for attempted, you know what? Well, what we found out is that the owner of the club where this incident took place is pissed, okay? Because the club has now been permanently closed, which I think is messed up. It's not the club owner's fault that people was in there acting a damn fool. But what I found out was that this was a black-owned strip club in Las Vegas. And that's not common. Like, I think they were the only black-owned strip club in Las Vegas. And so now you've affected a black-owned business and all the people that work there because you was down to the club acting a damn fool. So the owner of the strip club posted this information. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all what the man said. Let me read. So y'all know me and my eyes. Okay. The beautiful girls of euphoric Las Vegas would like to thank the entire country for rocking with us in Vegas. We put together a dynasty in such a short time, but sadly to announce that euphoric Vegas will not reopen. Unfortunately, Mr. Blueface decided to bring gang-related activities to our establishment and put all of our girls out of business and ruined the number one urban spot in Las Vegas. Euphoria Vegas was a spot for everyone to have fun, and everyone super enjoyed it. But as everyone says, it's always the blacks that can't have nothing. We knew what we was up against. I'm gonna read it just like he wrote it. We knew what we was up against when we opened. We are not upset with the police for not letting us open because they gave us a chance that everyone said they wouldn't. It wasn't a white man that closed us down. It was a black man, Mr. Blueface. And we have lawyered up and make 100% sure that he either spends the rest of his life in prison or he is going to pay us until the day he leaves this earth. We have given the footage to the police, and the guy that was driving the truck was just beating up by Blue. I'm just reading this the way he wrote it, y'all. Was just beating up by Blueface and his crew for absolutely no reason. The gentleman never said anything to no girl in their car. That's all bull jive. Somebody laughed at me because they were like, "Did you say bull jive?" I was literally just reading what it said. I didn't say bull jive. The man that tweeted this said bull jive. I did not say bull jive. I'm just saying. Blueface and his crew jumped this man over a shirt that he was wearing. The man isn't even a gang member. He drove back up in his truck and said, "Who jumped me?" As he said that, Blueface pulled out the weapon and started using it. I put some words in there. Okay. He wasn't trying to ruin him over at all. He wasn't trying to run him over at all. So stop saying that. Stop saying it's self-defense. Blueface is 100% guilty, and we are going to make sure that he's put away in court. He's put away in court. Anyway. But once again, we appreciate all the support. But it's another black business closed in Las Vegas, all because of our own decided to mess it up. We need y'all to understand that our girls and staff is devastated with the terrible news. It took us 11 months to build the club, and it was closed in 2. But hey, once again, it wasn't not the white man's fault. It's our own people that hurt us. Attempted is exactly what Mr. Blueface did. So well, Xavier, they said the club was only open for 2 months. So I guess that's why you ain't know the club was there. He said it was only open for 2 months. I understand him being upset. I understand his frustration, his hurt, his anger. Because again, this is a business. He probably sunk a lot of money into it. He probably has loans that he still has to pay back, and now the business is closed. Like he said, it took them 11 months to get everything ready to open, and they were literally only open for 2 months. That has to be very hurtful. And it probably is financially wiping him out, or whoever his group of investors are. So I understand the anger. However, it's probably not the smartest idea if this young man really is gang related to publicly go out and say that you done went to the police and gave the police all the evidence. Now, I'm not saying don't cooperate with the police, because we just had that conversation about people cooperating with the police. I ain't say don't cooperate with the police. I said you might not want to put it on Instagram that you cooperating with the police. Y'all feel what I'm saying? I don't know. That subject verb agreement is kicking but yeah, it is. So I don't know. I mean, the reality of the situation is I never believed that. I told y'all back then, just because we saw that video and in the video it didn't look that nefarious, I didn't believe that the police would arrest somebody with that level of charges without having something to substantiate it. I mean, I know the police overcharge a lot. I get that. But I just didn't believe. I said then that there's got to be more evidence. This information is based on more than what they're showing us. That's just, it has to be. You know what I mean? In my mind, I'm thinking it has to be based on more. No notification. I've told you. I knew my I can tell when my notifications don't. I can tell when a low number. Let me say that, of notifications go out, and that's why I was like, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, please, and thank you. If you came on in, go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the like button, please. I have not seen the video. The video was grainy, and all you can see in the video is the car pull up, and then you see Blueface walk up to the car, and allegedly that's when he discharged his weapon. But I'm sure the police have more than what because I mean that was coming from TMZ, and that looked like it was a surveillance from somewhere outside in the parking lot. The police has to have more. They just have to have more. What's up, Tan? Hey, love. What's up, Mystic Rain? Hey, you guys coming in. So it has to be based on more. Y'all know what I'm saying? With all of that being said, I guess we'll see what comes out in the wash. But I just found that to be very interesting. That dude was like, mm-mm. And I mean, and there's a certain level of bravery there too for him to publicly speak out. Like, I give him kudos for doing it. I give him kudos for doing it. What's up, Diva Law? Hey, what's up? I give him, like I said, I give him the kudos for that. But we'll see what happens. I don't have any information as far as like any preliminary hearings or any dates or anything like that. I'm sure that, the attorneys will be fighting that out for a while. But based on what that guy is saying, this might actually go to trial. Because at first I thought, oh, well, maybe it'll just be reduced and he may, y'all know how they reduce the charges and then he may get probation or something. But now, it sounds like this. I still don't know if attempted will stick, but I feel sorry for him. It's got to be stressful being shut down. I don't see why that has to happen. I don't see why it has to be permanent. Like, I don't understand. And maybe because he had only been open a short period of time, maybe there's a probationary period. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there was some sort of probationary period to say, the club is open, and maybe they can only go. They have to go a certain amount of time without any incidents or anything like that. I feel like, but also, and Xavier and Miss Kiki, if you're still in here, you may be able to speak more to this than I am. But I also know that things are hard in Vegas as far as getting things open, gaming and alcohol and stuff like that. It's hard in Vegas. It's very much just with most bureaucracies, but because Vegas is Vegas, it's hard. And so perhaps he can get another. I'm hoping that he's closed for a time period and that he can appeal it or he can reapply. Because I do think it's ridiculous that this incident would be the reason why he shut down. Again, he had only been open for 2 months, so I can't imagine that he's had any major situations that happen in that 2-month window for them to be like, this is a pattern, this is repeated, this is, ongoing behavior. But again, Vegas is real strict about stuff. So I don't know. And especially as a black business, like Xavier said, he didn't even know they had a black strip club because that's the only one in Vegas. Vegas don't play about those licenses. I researched into opening up a bordello, but it's not as easy as it seems. It's not. And you definitely have to have money. You definitely have to be connected. It's not easy. Do y'all know when we were out in Vegas, um, Trump has a hotel in Vegas, which I forgot. I don't think I knew that. I don't think I remembered because it's not on the strip. It's not on the strip. Do y'all know that it's one of the only hotels, like major chain hotels, like like major hotels in Vegas that doesn't have a gaming license? Trump doesn't have a gaming license in Vegas. He's still got his hotel, but he does not have a gaming license. And I was like, now that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. Like I know here in the DC area, clubs, if they become, what they call a nuisance, where incidents continue to happen, yeah, they'll be shut down. And usually usually they'll be shut down the first time for like 30 days, and then I think the second time is like 60 days, and then they lose their license and stuff, and they have to reapply. I know that stuff like that, like there's a process, a progressive, but even then there still has to be a pattern. It can't just be your first time there's a fight or the first time there's an incident. And I know this is a major incident, don't get me wrong, this is a major incident, but if nothing, but again, especially the fact that he's cooperating with the police, and that may be why he's cooperating. Maybe part of the reason why he's cooperating is to show good faith, to say, look, I'm trying to help y'all out. I'm giving y'all everything that y'all are asking for. I'm giving you everything I have because I want to save my club. So maybe that's part of why he's but again, he still don't have to tell everybody. I still feel like everybody don't need to know. And that could be messed up, but I still don't feel like everybody need to know. So anyway, that's Blueface, child. It's the same there. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, I might need to take me a nap. Well, I can't take a nap this late. I take a nap this late, I might as well just go to bed. Let me see what else we had going on today. I don't really have a lot on my list. Okay, I do have an update on Kelvin Hunter. Now, I may have misspoke yesterday. Y'all know that I will tell y'all when I'm wrong. Y'all know I will tell y'all when I'm wrong. I think so too, Sarah. I think he needs to get a good attorney, and think he needs to go talk to some people. I feel like, and I feel like part of the reason why he went public is to get public support for him. So hopefully they'll be able to get the club back open, child. Let us know, Xavier. Keep an eye out on Euphoric. Let us know if they open back up, child. Did I see who? Tracy? You got to be more specific. I don't know who that is. You talking about Krishan Rock? She's saying she pregnant? I don't even have no words. I don't. I hope she's lying. That's all I got. I hope she's lying. That's all I can say is that I hope the girl is lying, because don't neither one of them need to be bringing no children into this world. He already got kids. We don't need no more. We don't need no more. We don't need any more. Oh God, these people. Oh, girl, what you tell me that for? Oh God. I don't have nothing for that. Anyway. If she not lying, oh Lord, Xavier, I'm not reading that out loud. Anyway. All right, so we have 80. It was 81. It dropped down to 78. But if you can hit that like button, please, and thank you. It is much appreciated. Diva said we got 39 likes and 80 people in the room. So if we could get at least more than half. More than half. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and get subscribed to the channel. We need 3 more subscribers to get us under 700 in our road to 10,000. We need 3 more subscribers, but I want all the subscribers. So, I'll take 700 subscribers and we can hit 10,000 tonight. Okay. All right. But Kelvin Hunter said, that's what I was talking about. I may have misspoken yesterday because maybe I misunderstood. I read an article, and I read so much stuff. I can't always find the stuff when I go back to look for it. But I read an article, and I thought the way it was explained to me, hey, Trey Leche, what's up, love? The way it was explained in that article was that Kevin's spousal support was through Wendy's company as an ex-employee. I may be mixing the language, y'all, but just follow what I'm saying. That he was getting paid because as long as the Wendy Williams show was on the air. Once the Wendy Williams show went off the air, his payments were supposed to stop. That was part of the spousal agreement because I guess they gave him credit for being one of the creators of the show or whatever. That is what I understood that I read. That when the show was over, the payments ended. Because his payments were connected to the show. But what I read today is different. What I read today was that he was getting spousal support, and he hasn't been getting spousal support since Wendy's accounts were frozen. Now, he says that he's behind on all his bills. He said he ain't paid his car insurance. He ain't paid his homeowner's insurance. His homeowner's dues. He said that he's behind on all of his bills, his credit cards and everything, because he hasn't been getting his monthly spousal payment. And he don't care about what we got to say. He don't care. He need his money. Now, I think that I was right the first time. And I'm going to tell you why I think I was right the first time. Let me put a pin in that and hold on. Let me read this. So let me find out Wendy pulled a smooth criminal move to get out of that alimony, going out bug out in the bathroom barefoot. If she left final to he on Kevin, she's the GOAT. Ciao. I read that in the final. What you mean, T. Jones? You read what in the final? You read that too? T. Jones, you read what? What I said the first time or what I said the second time? Because I know I read that and I'm not crazy. I know I read that the first time. I just can't find the article where I read it. I really don't know if it was on the Shade Room, whatever. The final decree said he can't get paid if she isn't getting paid. Okay. Then okay. Then I'm not crazy. Okay. But is that permanent? Hey, First Choice. So T. Jones, is that permanent? So like, is she paying him indefinitely? Or was it only supposed to be for the duration of the Wendy show? Because let's say Wendy goes out and let's say she finally does put this podcast together. Will she have to pay him then? Or was it just for the duration of the Wendy Williams show? The first. Okay. So you read what I read. All right. Then I know I'll be crazy. I ain't saying I'm the smartest person in the world, but I do have reading comprehension skills. So what's up, Peace? So what Kevin is now saying is not factual. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I didn't believe it. I'm going to tell you why. Again, I am nobody's attorney. Just through her show. All right, I ain't crazy. I'm not. Now, let me tell you something. I ain't nobody's attorney, right? But the reason why that second part I didn't believe when he made it seem like she's supposed to be paying him spousal support. The reason why I don't believe that to be true is because she is under basically a conservatorship, right? They're going to make sure that her obligations and her bills are paid. Now, at the very beginning, when they just froze her accounts, everything was frozen until they could sort it out. But once she went to court and they put a conservator over her accounts, they're going to pay her bills. That means her mortgage is getting paid. Her car notes are getting paid. Her credit cards are getting paid. Now, she has to get purchases over a certain amount approved. Like she can't just go out here and buy a yacht. But if she just goes, shopping within reason, all of that is covered. T-Lounge, where you been, girl? Hey, love. Girl Is That Legal is coming on. Matter of fact, she wanted to come on tonight. I misunderstood what she said. So we may hook up this weekend, but we definitely are scheduled for Tuesday. But we may hook up this weekend because she wants to talk about some stuff. But the court, I'm sorry. Yeah. The person that is a conservator would not have neglected her obligations for this long. So if spousal support was part of her legal monthly obligations, they would have been paying his alimony. But the fact that he wasn't getting any alimony tells me that that wasn't part of her legal obligations. Now, if she still had control over her money, would she be sending him money? Probably. Which is part of the reason why Wells Fargo stepped in to begin with. If y'all remember, and y'all go back to what Girl Is That Legal told us way back when we first started talking about this. Remember what Girl Is That Legal told us way back when was that part of what alerted the bank, the woman that was over Wendy Williams' accounts, part of what alerted her and made her think something wasn't right was that Kevin started basically getting in her bank accounts. Kelvin, his name is Kelvin, not the son, the husband, the ex-husband. The ex-husband was getting in her bank accounts and spending money, and they knew that he wasn't authorized. And that was the first alert to make them say, hold up, something ain't right here. Because he was in her accounts. After the marriage, it's her money. It's also because they could prove adultery. It disqualified him from getting it directly from her. He can get it through the company because technically he was her manager. Thank you, T. Jones. Thank you. I ain't crazy. I love y'all. See, that's why my tribe be having me, girls and men, young ladies and young men. But yeah, that was part of what alerted the bank was that he was in the accounts again. And they knew he wasn't supposed to have access to her money. And it wasn't like little small things. Like he was moving money. Quintessential, congratulations. I forgot to send you a message today. But congratulations, Quintessential. You were the first winner of the 12 Days of Christmas. You won a makeup palette from Abby's makeup collab with Exquisite Beauty Cosmetics. It's available for pre-order, so I ordered it last night. So when I get it, I will mail it to you. So as soon as I get it, I'll ask you for your address, and I will put it in the mail to you. But it was available for pre-order, so it's probably not going to be for another couple of weeks. But you were, so congratulations. For those, y'all know that for my 12 Days of Christmas members only giveaway started December the 1st. And Quintessential was the first winner. So congratulations. You welcome, love. You are welcome. I knew you said you had class last night, so I knew you wasn't dipping your head in. And like I said, I meant to send you a message today with child. You know, I forgot, child. Do you think Sharina tried to impersonate Wendy? Ooh, Trey Leche. Maybe. Ooh. Oh. That would be interesting. That would be a twist on this. No, LJT Jones said there was proof of adultery, and that's why he was being paid as her manager and not being paid like through the divorce, because there was proof of adultery. Yeah, but again, that's part of what triggered. That's not the only thing, but that's part of what triggered them freezing her accounts at the bank, because they knew that her ex-husband was in her accounts and again was moving real money around, not no play money. Like he was in her accounts, and that's what made them. And we know that around that time she was unresponsive. She wasn't, she wasn't. They didn't feel she was coherent enough to handle her business. But again, like I said, once they put a conservator over her money, if he legitimately was owed spousal support, it's just like if it was, I mean, if that is a monthly bill, that is a regular monthly bill. If you pay alimony, that is a regular monthly bill. If you pay child support, all of that, they're going to make sure that they're going to pay, because they're going to sit down with you and they're going to say, what's your mortgage payment? What's your car note? What's your car insurance? Do you owe any spousal support? Do you owe any child support? They ask those questions. And all of that is part of what they pay every month for you. And then you get a certain, I don't want to say the word allowance, but allowance is probably the best word to use. There's a certain amount of money that you're given that basically is what you live off of. So no, can Wendy go down to Louis Vuitton and go on shopping sprees? No. But can she go to Target and get what she needs? Yes. Can she go shopping reasonably and go buy some things? Sure. And I'm sure they take into account the type of money she makes. So can she go to Louis Vuitton and buy a shirt or a purse? Maybe. Can she go to Louis Vuitton, Prada, Gucci, Chanel all in the same day and buy stuff? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel what I'm saying? But that isn't alimony. He already received the lump sum. Well, that's what we're trying to figure out, quintessential. So what I'm saying is this. The reason why I didn't believe what he's saying, I 100% believe that Wendy Williams' financial obligation to Kelvin Hunter is done. Let me tell y'all what I think. We were just trying to weed out the legalities. Let me tell y'all what I think. I think Kelvin Hunter's legal obligation to Wendy Williams' legal obligation financially to Kelvin Hunter is done. I think whatever money she owed him ended the day the Wendy Williams show ended. I absolutely 100% believe that. Do I think that Wendy Williams was still giving him money? Yes. Yes. Whether it was legitimately like he was calling her up saying, hey, I'm in a tight spot. Whether it was he was using the son as a guilt trip, because, the son lives in Florida with Kelvin because he goes to college in Florida. So he lives, when I say lives with him, I don't know if they live in the same house, but they live down there together. So whether it was via the son, they were using some sort of excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe. But do I believe that Wendy Williams was still giving that man money? Yeah, absolutely she was. And now it's gone. It's all gone. You don't have nothing. You said your house about to go into foreclosure because you ain't paid your homeowner's dues. No, your house ain't going into foreclosure because you didn't pay your homeowner's dues, baby. Your house goes into foreclosure because you didn't pay your mortgage. Now they can put a lien on you for not paying your dues, but they can't take your, well, I can't say they can't because I don't know all the laws for every community in the world, but I think that's a stretch that they can take your house because you haven't paid your dues to the community. I know they can put a lien. I know they can garnish your wages for their money, but to take your whole house, I think that's a stretch. Because like when I bought my house, y'all know my house was a foreclosure. I bought it as a foreclosure. The person who owed the house before me, they were like 2 years behind on their dues. They hadn't paid their homeowners dues in like 2 years. But they weren't, but the homeowners association wasn't taking their house. Hey, Miss Bay thing. They weren't taking their house. The bank was taking their house. Because they had stopped paying their homeowners dues long before they stopped paying their mortgage. They weren't 2 years behind on their mortgage. They were 2 years behind on their homeowners dues, though. Maybe even more than that, honestly. I think they were more than that. Because that was one of the things that the bank had to eat. The bank was like, we got to eat that because I wasn't going to pay it. I wasn't paying their dues. So the bank had to eat that. I think he was giving her drugs and alcohol to keep her compliant. I think that he was her handler in every sense of the word. Okay, see, Golden said that the state permits it. Okay, well, he's in Florida, so maybe Florida, y'all know Florida different, child. So maybe that's why I said I can't speak for every place in the world. So maybe Florida does allow that. So let me take that back. Let me take it back. Florida may allow that. So let me rewind. Boop, 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 boop. Rewinding it. Florida may allow it. I think he was her handler. And the same way that I was telling y'all yesterday, that I think that Kim Kardashian and the Kardashian machine was able to handle Kanye West for a very long time. I think he was her handler. Now y'all can interpret that however y'all want, but I do think that he made sure that Wendy was able to do her job. And y'all can interpret that however y'all want to. But I do. I think that he was able to do that. You know, I think he was. In Florida, they will take you home. Okay, I stand corrected. Listen, y'all know y'all teach me like I teach y'all, so I stand corrected. Then in Florida, they will take you home. Well, he said they about to take his house. How about that? Well, they about to take it. They about to take it. Yeah. It seems to me, and I'm gonna say this: he must be desperate. He must be desperate for him to be so public about doing this. He must be desperate. But he said, listen, the man said he behind on his car insurance. So what that means? So Kevin, you riding dirty? You ain't got no car insurance. You riding dirty down there in Florida? That might not be a good decision. You riding dirty might not be the best decision, sir. I'm just saying that might not be a good decision for you. Riding dirty. Now he better work a pole. Y'all are a mess. Now he better work a pole. Child. All right, well, let's get into these Real Housewives of Potomac. They are cutting up. Listen, Real Housewives of Potomac. Listen, I didn't think we was gonna get better than the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills this season. But listen, y'all ladies down to Potomac, y'all are show enough trying. Y'all are show enough trying. Kevin Hunter is the poster boy for fumbling the bag, child. Is this a case of grass is not always greener? Well, no, I think he wants Shireen. I think he just wants Wendy's money. And he got money in the divorce. He just blew it. He blew it. Like he didn't invest it. I think he did open a business down in Florida, but clearly the business ain't doing well or didn't do well, and we did have that whole, Panorama. So maybe his business got caught up in that. But he did open some sort of business. I don't remember, but it was something, it wasn't show business related. It was like car detailing or luxury car fleet. It was something dealing with cars. If I remember correctly. It was something dealing with cars. And it was like a luxury car something. It was something like high-end cars. But it clearly ain't, if it is still open, it ain't making enough for him to pay his bills. Potomac is always bringing it to you. Child. I had a coworker who got at a shootout with the police over losing his home because he didn't pay his dues. What? Well, then I stand corrected, child. Different rules for different places, because that is a lot. I think that's extreme that you can lose your house for not paying homeowners dues. I thought it was extreme that they could garnish your wages, but I mean, I guess it's serious. I guess it's serious, honey. So let's talk about Mia and Wendy Mama first before we get into this mid-season trailer. Let's talk about Wendy Mama first, honey. He opened up vegan restaurants. Is that what he opened up? I don't know why I thought it was something dealing with cars. Oh, is that why somebody said something today about him with something vegan. Maybe that's why they said that. Hold on. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, okay. I'm trying to get to the messages from last night, child. Because Wendy Mama was cussing Mia out in English and in Nigerian, child. Well, I don't think Nigerian is the appropriate word, but y'all know what I mean. Okay, here we go. They was cutting up down to the Real Housewives of the Potomac. So let's look at this. Okay. Oh Lord, I gotta take my glasses off to read this little long handwriting. Yeah, I see, Sharbird. I learned something. I didn't know they could do that. I learned that they can take your house. I learned something new today. I didn't know they could take your house, child. All right, let me read this. And I gotta take my glasses off of this small handwriting. Wendy Mama said, "Well, well, well, ugly inside out. Crater face Mia." Now I thought that was messed up from the beginning, but okay. A bombastic, ignorant, nonsensical, baseless, wannabe CEO troublemaker. You've bitten off more than you can chew. You just messed with the wrong Niger. And I think she's playing off of Nigerian and nigga, you know. Mama bear, baby. Oh, yes, Mia, you assaulted my baby, Dr. Wendy. Then she says something in her language. Remember, she who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. To hell with Mia and Peter. Oh yes, I say Holy Ghost fire on Mia and Peter, and thunderous amen. Child. So then she says, with your stupidity, public disgrace, a lack of home training, etc., I wonder what you teach your children. You pride yourself on being a wayward woman. What a shame. CEO my foot. Make thunder fire you. Peter and whatever you stand for. If my daughter mouth off on you, mouth off back. No physical attack. Don't mess with my daughter. She has come a long way to be what she is today. Classy. Highly educated, gorgeous, even without makeup. Then she says, you do not understand the meaning of a threat. Please use your dictionary. So Mia says, Nigeria, yes, I can wave the flag because it's in my DNA, mama. And then she says something in the language. But sis too busy trying to defend, she never once took the time to find out we from the same land. So take your thunderous self on to the Holy Ghost fire and repent. P.S. My family knows your family. So tick tock, mama. We don't receive threats kindly. So I think that was her response to that. Apparently, you do not understand the definition of a threat. You uneducated, classless crater face. You should be worried about physically assaulting my daughter and issue a genuine apology. As I mentioned on my earlier post, the prosecution is watching. You should shut up and genuinely apologize. You have a mouth. You should use it and not physically attack my daughter. Free speech, Mia. Who do you think you are assaulting my daughter? Your action was seen all over the world. Holy Ghost fire on you and Peter. Child. Apparently, okay. I just read that. Okay. I just read that. Okay, so it keeps having Mia's response. I mean, it keeps having her mother's response. I don't know what Mia's saying, but this is her response back. Rubbish. Oh, no, this is her response. I'm sorry. Rubbish. You're a disgrace to whatever you stand for. Make thunder. And then she started talking in her language again. You should shut up and start apologizing. I worked so hard to raise my children. And when anyone brings harm to them, you have me to contend with. You can wave the Nigerian flag all you want. You are not Nigerian and you do not represent us. Okay, let me see what y'all done said, child. Let me see what y'all done said. Igbo is the language. Thank you, Pamela. Naja is a nickname for Nigeria. Thank you. See, listen, I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you so much. Igbo. I've heard of Igbo before. I'm clearly not familiar with it, but I've heard of Igbo before. Okay. Wendy's mama should stay out of it. I thought Kelvin had a barber in Florida. He got something going on, a barber. He got something in Florida, child. I don't know what he got in Florida, child. Igbo is her language. Okay, a couple of y'all told me that. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Wait, she added Peter to the cussing out, child. Yeah, she threw Peter in there. The hex was in Yoruba, though. Okay, it's all kinds of stuff. Even though she is Igbo. So that's the tribe they're from. She's from the Igbo tribe. Okay. Mama Joyce must have made a call to Wendy's mom. She hacks Petunia Thomas too. Child. Mia's only mixed with silicone. Not she is only mixed with silicone. Okay. She's had a 23andMe. Child, probably. Y'all know people get that 23andMe and think they know something, child. Wendy mom needs to stay out of it. Let Wendy and Mia deal with it. Can someone tell me why Wendy mama jumped in? If Mia's mama jumps in it and gets dragged because Mia doesn't cover her, rubbish and pox on you. Let me tell y'all about Wendy's mama. My mother-in-law is friends with her. She is a big deal in the DMV Nigerian community. She ain't to be messed with. Why is that woman in this catty mess doing too much? Mia must have meant she's had Nigeria in her. Oh Lord. Spam, you got it. Thank you, Tracy. Wendy is Igbo. Oh, I was pronouncing the G. Igbo. Igbo. Thank you. Igbo. Technically, Nigeria is a colonial state of, you listen, and several tribes. Okay. I'm gonna have to bone up on my history, my African history. I must admit, I don't know as much as I should know. I gotta bone up on it. Bone up on it. All right. Hold on, y'all. Let me change this. That's why I normally put it on subscriber only mode when I do my lives, because it keeps the bots out. That's why I usually do that. Because y'all know the bots, they get in here and the spam could shut down your live. It could mess up your live. And I know my mods are on it, so I ain't worried about that. I know my mods are on it, but I'm just telling y'all why I usually do subscriber only mode. For the people who are subscribed to my channel, it's not a problem because y'all are already subscribed. But for the people who are not subscribed, that's why I usually do that. I got it. Thank you. I'm gonna have to bone up, y'all. The only Nigerian Mia having her is not my husband is Nigerian and Igbo, and we don't want Mia, child. So here's the thing I'm gonna say about her mama being in it. For me, it's both. I see both sides of the coin. On one hand, I can see people being like, why her mama in it? But then the flip side is her mama. Like, it's her mama, you know. I will say this, you know, as of right now, I mean, it's just on the internet. She just let her know. Back up off my daughter. Use your words. But I just thought it was I honestly just thought it was more funny than anything else. If you want to know the truth of the matter, I thought it was more funny than anything else. I don't know. It ain't hit me no kind of way. Like, I can understand people saying, why is her mother in it? But honestly, it really ain't hit me no kind of way. Like, it really didn't. We know Wendy mama don't play. We've seen her on the show, you know. But we've seen this with the mamas before. The mamas are gonna come down here and they're gonna defend their children, you know. And I feel like her mother stayed out of it for a while. I feel like if Mia maybe had handled it differently, maybe had shown some sort of remorse, maybe had authentically apologized, then maybe her mama wouldn't have had nothing to say. You know, but I understand why her mama got in it. Her mama got in it because that's her mama, you know. Marilyn said, we in it. Why can't her mama be in it? I know, right? We in it. Why our mama can't be in it? Okay. Then today they dropped the mid-season trailer. Now let me tell y'all something about this mid-season trailer, honey. Baby, this mid-season trailer, it is not to be messed with. Okay. Uh, this mid-season trailer is not to be fooled with. I did y'all see it? How many people seen this mid-season trailer? Who seen it? The Grand Dame is absolutely back. If y'all ain't see this trailer, baby, the Grand Dame is absolutely back. Okay. Hold on. I'm not going to show it, but I am going to play. I'm gonna let y'all hear it. I'm not going to show the visual, but I'm gonna let y'all hear it because I don't want to get flagged. Y'all know they demonetized my Casey Anthony video. They sure did. I guess the subject matter that we was talking about was a little too much for him, honey. They sure did. They demonetized it. I said, ooh, guess it's too much for them. They couldn't handle it. Hold on, y'all. Don't watch any of these shows. I get my tidbits from here. Oh, okay. Panel upset Karen walked away. People upset Karen walked away. I ain't mad about Karen. I ain't mad about nothing I saw in that comment. I ain't mad about nothing I saw in that. If my mother don't show she got my back and not stand up for me on BS like this, I'm gonna be upset. I back my kids when others do them wrong. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people are like, hello, that is her mama. That's why she got something to say. It is her mama.
Why is this season like
So
this?
hold on, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all hear it.
Well, what's next? Still to come on this season of The Real Housewives of Potomac. Did you get a flashlight and look at her coochie? I did. Glad you're excited. This is a homegirl moment. Everybody has met Jamal Bryant. Did he kiss me? Yes, but not.
So we got to hear about. So we got Jamal Bryant. Hold on, y'all. We got a Jamal Bryant sighting. We got a Mia situation. We get some more insight into the.
This is a homegirl moment. Everybody has met Jamal Bryant. Did he kiss me? Yes, but not that night, like the next day. I do still have some romantic feelings for him.
What are you thinking, man? Get some help.
She likes to watch, and Gordon likes other women. So you never said, like me? I would never sleep with your husband. We're going to have a private ceremony in Jamaica. No, that's not even right. I should be there. I wanted to talk to you about the prenup. You put an infidelity clause. If anything happens to you today, your kids won't have their mother.
What about you? Apologize to her.
Apologize for what, right?
She misunderstood your intention.
Man,
Actually, no, I'm trying to kill non-done her.
Looks like they go to Jamaica.
You dare attack me, family. There's so much I know about Robin Dixon, including Juan's other woman. It looks like me. Looks like you have blonde hair. She's blonde. That's why you sitting here lying your ass off because you are deflecting with this fake ass marriage. Karen, big girl. She was in the house, in the bathroom. I don't need my friend saying that I'm a prostitute. Karen's not here because y'all ran her out. We had so many rumors swirling. Let's get on my dress. It's gonna be good.
All right, so let's decipher. I know y'all couldn't see it, but let me tell y'all what you heard, okay? At least based on the trailer. Y'all know the trailer, they're going to give us the most salacious parts because they want us to get all excited. But looks like we find out what is really going on between Sharice and Karen. And it sounds like Sharice is spreading rumors that Karen is out here sleeping around. And what we know we heard was that Karen was sleeping with the help in the closet. Now, that don't even sound like Karen. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that Karen is above cheating on Ray, but in the closet with the help, girl, that don't even sound right. That don't even sound like it makes sense. It looks like they still talking about this whole Chris situation with Ashley Child. We don't care about that no more. Now it looks like we found out why Mia and Jacqueline fell out, because Mia is accusing, or looks like Mia is going to accuse Jacqueline of sleeping with Ray. I mean, sleeping with Gordon. Now, what I found interesting is that Giselle was like, well, Mia admitted that she likes watching Gordon with other women. And she was like, so you mean to tell me you were never one of those other women? So here's what I'm going to say. So that debunks all of y'all people that's been out here trying to find a way. You ain't get a notification either, Abby. Look at that. Boy, you two be playing. That debunks a lot of y'all out here defending, talking about what Wendy was talking about this and Wendy was talking about that. No, Wendy was alluding to something that Mia has admitted goes on in her marriage. So why would that get her so mad to the point where she felt like it was okay to throw a drink? If you out here telling people that you and your husband be in threesomes and be in swinging situations with other women, girl, what you mad for? Now I know after you threw the drink at Wendy, Wendy put 20 on 10 and threw men in there, you know. But at that point, you had already threw the drink on Wendy. So I don't feel like what Wendy said, I mean, she probably didn't need to add that, but I understand why she did it. You already threw the drink on the child. But prior to you throwing the drink on her, she didn't say nothing about you or your husband that wasn't true. Now, why you coming for Jackie after all of these years? Again, I feel like that was some shit you did for the show. You did it for attention. You did it to be seen, because it don't make no sense. None of that makes any sense. You could tell that old Water Buffalo is lying about Karen. Yeah, like I said, there are things you could tell me about Karen. As much as I like Karen, I'd be like, well, I mean, I could see that happening. But Karen in a closet with the help. Okay. That might have been it, Tracy. She might have been trying to, maybe she didn't know what Wendy was going to say, and she was trying to block that tea. I could see that. I could see that. I didn't take Wendy saying men too was a dig at G. I think she was implying that G loans her out to other men. That too. That's how I took it, honestly. LJ, I took it as Mia with other men. I never took it as G with other men. Cha Cha saying Karen is screwing the help in the bathroom. Ciao. So then the other thing we see is Karen coming for Robin a little bit. So we need to see what happens to make Karen start dropping some of this tea she got on Robin. Because let's be clear, Karen doesn't speak just to speak. If Karen is dropping tea, something went down. If Karen is dropping tea on Robin, something happened with Robin. Because Karen don't do that. She don't gossip just to gossip. If she's gossiping, it's because something was said by somebody. Y'all feel what I'm saying? You feel like you said Jacqueline and Mia did this for clout. I believe it. I believe they went on there with a storyline, but I also think that I think Mia veered off from what they agreed to. Have I heard what Juan rumors that Juan got another woman? I mean, probably nothing more than what anybody else has heard. Yeah, my thing is this: I'm not gonna sit here and say Karen ain't cheating or hasn't cheated on Ray, but I am gonna say that Karen does not strike me as a woman who cheats down. If Karen stepped out on Ray, it is with somebody that is at his level or higher than. I don't see her stepping out and going low. That's my opinion. Now I could be wrong because I don't know these people, but that's how I feel about it. Right, Xavier. It's going to include hotels, vacations, and NDAs. Okay. Karen isn't Donna from the Black Ink crew. She ain't doing people in. Right, Marilyn. Ooh, remember that? Ooh, ugh, in the bathroom. Ugh. Anyway. So now we know why Karen was saying, listen, my beef with Sharice is deeper. Because if those are the kind of rumors that Sharice was spreading around Potomac, I understand why Karen ain't effing with her. And again, like Karen said, it ain't from no 5-year-old rumors. This some new shit she's spreading. This ain't no rumors from 5 years ago. This is some new stuff that she out here spreading. And she said she coming for my family, and I don't play that. She's coming for my family, and I don't play that. Who's calling me? Damn it, James. We've been playing phone tag all week. Yep. So, baby, the rest of this season, it looks, I mean, we know that the trailer is going to always give us the most salacious, you know. But, baby, in the preview for next week, Rob put that Candace recording out there and pretty much drudged up the rumor of her cheating, and Karen got her claws out. Oh, it's after that audio that Robin is going to drop. That makes sense. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Sharice been spreading that since season 2. She just put some stank on it for 2022. Yeah, that's the remix. That's the remix. But who cares when they're this obsessed with their ex-husband cheating? Child. I do think Karen, I think you mean has cheated. I think that's a typo. I think they have an understanding. His age stops him from pleasing her. My dad is Ray's age. My mom is 10 years younger. They have an understanding if my mother wants it. And that's what I don't disagree with that, Callie girl. I don't disagree with that at all. I feel like there may very well be a situation that Karen and Ray are good. You don't understand what I'm saying? But I still don't think that if Karen was out here stepping out, it would be that messy. Because let me say this. I do believe that Karen loves and respects Ray enough to not be messy and to not put it in his face. Like when Candace was making a comment when she was talking to Ashley, and she said that Karen goes out of town to do her dirt. I can believe that. I can absolutely believe that Karen may have rendezvous out of town. It may even be somebody that's local, but they don't spend time together here. They go away and they spend time together. I can absolutely believe that. What I don't believe that she would be sloppy about it. Now, again, I don't know that woman. I don't know Karen from a hole in the wall. So she could be. But I just don't believe that she would be that sloppy. That's just my opinion. Right. She cheats privately, not publicly. And I'm with you, Callie girl. They may very well have an agreement or understanding. They may very well. But I also don't think that Karen would publicly do it. I think she would be very discreet. And that doesn't mean that she wouldn't get caught or make a mistake or somebody might see them. You understand what I'm saying? The good thing though is that Karen is in so many different things these days that even if you saw Karen at lunch with a man, you wouldn't automatically assume it's anything nefarious unless they were doing something. unless they were holding hands or, but if Karen was just at lunch, she could always say it was business. You know what I'm saying? I was meeting with a business associate, a business partner. Like, there's a way that you could do it. Right. Karen ain't that messy. Her family would drag her, especially her sister. Yeah, I just don't think Karen is that messy. I just don't. I don't. And that's, again, I don't know these people from a hole in the wall. This is just my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. I just don't think so. I can't see Karen flaunting it or taking risks. She's too respectful. Yeah, I just don't see that. And I think she loves and respects Ray too much. I think that if her and Ray do have an understanding, it's not about it has nothing to do with respect. It has everything to do with, like Cali Girl said, maybe Ray just can't. And it's like, okay, but she wouldn't be sloppy about it. My opinion. My opinion. All right, let me say this, you guys, before I get ready to get out of here. So, y'all homework. We're going to finish up this Casey Anthony situation, even though my video was not monetized, but it's okay. I have been re-listening to What's Up, Latanya? Hey, love. I have been re-listening to Crime Weekly's series on Casey Anthony. I forgot how much was out there about this Casey. I forgot how much research they did, and I forgot how. Now that I am re-listening to all of the parts, y'all, I don't know how this woman wasn't found guilty. I do not know. I need somebody to interview the damn jury. I need to know how they found this woman not guilty. I'm watching part 3 now, but if y'all really, really, really want to go deep, y'all go back and listen to that podcast. Y'all, because somebody asked me the other day, I think it was Xavier. Xavier asked me the other day, how did she get on the Universal Studios lot if she didn't work there? By the time the police took her to the Universal Studios lot, they knew she was lying. And everybody knew that she was lying except for the security guard at the gate. And the security guard at the gate was like, ma'am, you're not on the list. You don't work here. Because she didn't have her ID. She lied about not having her ID. Y'all, she told such a detailed lie. She even talked about the fact that she had filed a report with security about her ID being missing. She made up a name. She made up a name of the person that took the report. When they asked her for her supervisor's name, she made up a name of her supervisor at Universal. She made up a phone number. So when she was walking around looking for her office, they all knew she was lying. They knew she was lying before they took her down there. But they were like, we kept waiting for her to be like, okay, no, I'm lying. Okay, no, I don't work there. They said, and then they said, at a certain point, they just wanted to see how far it was going to go. They were like, we just wanted to see how far she was going to take it. The nanny, the woman that she said was the nanny, that woman did sue her for defamation. I believe she won a settlement. And somebody put in my comments that part of the reason why she may be doing this now is because all of the lawsuits have been settled. All of her civil lawsuits have been settled. Her dad needs to sue her for slander. You know, the problem though is, I mean, she was found not guilty and it's his word against hers. Like, I don't know. You know, remember, we always talk about slander and defamation is a hard thing to prove. And especially since no one was ever convicted of this crime, and it's going to be his word against hers. Right. She did work. Right. At one point in time, she did work at Universal, but she wasn't working then. I've seen TikToks where I was gonna say YouTube women. Like women. I swear she's innocent. Her father did it. The documentary is working the way she wants it to. Is vindicating her. I agree, Cali girl. Even Rosie O'Donnell said, I think her father did it. Y'all, after re-listening to the podcast, hey Pat, hold on, y'all, before I forget. Sorry about that. I had to say that before I forgot. So I feel like but here's the thing. If you only look at the documentary, and that's why I say this documentary was absolutely slanted. The documentary was absolutely supposed to be exactly what it is. It is not an unbiased look at what happened. This is her. It is for her to do, like exactly what Cali Girl said. It is for her, and it is to try to make people think that she's innocent, because so much is left out of this documentary. So much information, so many facts is left out. Like, for example, the 31 days that she was gone, the lies that she kept telling her mom and about where the daughter was. She kept saying that the daughter was with the nanny. Then she even said that the daughter was with the nanny and the nanny took the daughter out of town for a week. Then she talked about she went to a wedding that she couldn't bring the daughter by the house because they went to this, again, how pathological of a liar she was, that she went to the wedding of a guy, and come to find out that the father of the guy was a friend of her father's, and her father was like, he doesn't even have a son. So you just, like, her lies are so ridiculous. And we're supposed to believe that now, all of a sudden, now we're supposed to believe everything she says now? Y'all, the lies, I told y'all how intricate the lie was about the nanny. Because let's be clear, she didn't make up the nanny the day her daughter went missing. She had been lying to her parents about having this babysitter for months. Months. This woman, she had made this woman up long before her daughter came up missing. So this was a lie she had been telling her parents, because she had been lying to her parents while having a job. So she would leave in the morning and take her daughter and would lie to her parents about dropping the daughter off at the babysitter and going to work, when all she was doing was doubling back to the house. She had no damn job. I'll never forget the 911 call where her mother was saying the trunk of the car smelled like, yeah. Well, even if you listen to the first 911 call where her mother called and her mother was like, my daughter finally admitted to us that my granddaughter's been kidnapped. She's been missing for 31 days. And the 911 operator was like, I need to talk to her. Can you put her on the phone? Can you put your daughter on the phone? You can hear her in the background saying, I don't have anything to say to them. I don't need to talk to them. And when they asked her, why didn't you call us 31 days ago? She said, well, I was out trying to find her myself. I was trying to do it myself. Girl, what? Again, if I'm going to believe your version of events was that your dad did it. Your dad took your child and you thought your father had your daughter, but wouldn't give your daughter back. And because of the abuse you suffered from your father, what it doesn't explain to me is this: why you was down at the club partying. See, again, if you were distraught, if you were acting like a parent who didn't know where their child was, or a parent who was afraid for their child's well-being because the person who abused you your whole life now had them somewhere, I'm gonna even go down the road with you to say, I understand people who have suffered abuse act a certain way towards their abusers. I'll even give you that. Because I've never been down that road, so I ain't about to sit here and judge nobody's experience. But what I don't understand is you out partying every night. What I don't understand is you getting a tattoo that says the good life. What I don't understand is your car smelling like something died in it. And you were the only one driving that car. You're the only one that had that car the whole 30 days. Your daddy didn't have that car. It's too much. I'm telling y'all. Go back and listen. And I mean, they're not the only people. You can go back and find all kinds of stuff on the internet. But if y'all go back and just, because they just lay out the research, y'all go back. Do I think that her parents were good parents? No. Because they allowed this behavior her whole life. I told y'all about the graduation story. The girl was a liar her whole life, okay? And they covered for her. They excused it. They defended it her whole life. Do I think the mother had anything to do with it? No, I don't. I really don't. I honestly don't think the mother had anything to do with it. If I'm going to believe the closest, and I still don't believe this, y'all, but the closest that I would come to believing your version of events is you went to your father after the fact and he helped you cover it up. That's the closest I'm going to come to thinking your father had anything to do with it. I don't believe her story. I'm sorry. I don't. Do I think her father abused her? Maybe. Maybe. Because her behavior could absolutely fall in line with someone who has dealt with trauma. Absolutely. Do I think her father did this? I don't. Not the version of the story she's telling. Not the version of the story that she is telling. No, I don't. Do I think that maybe she reached out to her father after the fact and he helped her? Maybe. The evidence absolutely could. I'm not saying it does. Could point to the father being helping after the fact. But I don't think her mother knew it all. And that's just my opinion. So I'm gonna finish looking at part 3. And we're gonna come back down and we're gonna talk about it. But baby, that thing is amazing. And like I said, the more I look at the documentary now, after re-listening to the podcast, it's just very biased. It's very biased towards her. Right. So we're gonna follow up. Like I said, we're gonna finish that up, and we're gonna finish up the Girl Scout story too, y'all. We're gonna finish both of them up, and then I want to do the Sally one, the bodybuilder. What they call her? It's on Netflix. But anyway, let me get off of here. The prosecution lost this case. Her lawyer showed up to work, and the prosecution thought they had a slam dunk. I agree, April. I think the prosecution thought that it was a slam dunk. I think that they didn't think it was a chance in the world that a jury would find her not guilty. I really do. I don't think that they put the work in that they should have put the work in. Did you pull a name? Not today. It's every other day, C. Golden. It's every other day. Yeah, 12 days until the 24th. So we're going to pull a name this weekend. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all, let me get out of here so I can eat some dinner. I think I'm about to call El Teddy now and double check, but I think we're still supposed to be going live to talk about the ending of Queen Sugar. If not, we'll reschedule it and I'll let y'all know. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.